Oh, hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of I'm just gonna say anime shenanigans because
Yay!
yeah, that's just I mean no one really watches it on my channel, so and I might as well just
You guys should all watch it here and then go to his channel and watch it again.
no, you really shouldn't. Just watch it on Mighty's channel. But I'm GorTheMovieGod.
I'm Mighty Gazelle.
Yes, and we are here to talk about the latest episode of My Hero Academia.
Technically the latest dub at the time of this recording.
Latest
you have
dub,
a little announcement you want to share with everyone?
I have now started watching the sub of the show, which I'm still confused by. I even said this in my reactions. Why is it called the Japanese sub? If
Subtitle. Makes sense to me.
No, I mean, if you call it sub, that makes sense. But people call it Japanese sub, which doesn't make sense to me because it's in the subtitles are in English, so that's wrong.
Worst case scenario, you can just call it. I watched the Japanese version.
Yeah, I watched the one I don't understand at all unless there's words, and really I can't read, so I'm
the one
screwed.
not intended for us, but
yes.
They make it available to us anyway.
Oh, good guys. Hey,
yeah,
good guys. Thanks.
So basically, we're in the situation where he knows it's going to happen because he's 2 episodes ahead. I know basically what's going to happen because I've read the manga.
Yes.
So we're both not going to spoil things in the future. Don't worry. We're going to kind of keep this in the mindset of dub watchers. Yes. And it helps us kind of focus on the current episode so we don't just jump ahead and, makes sense that way.
And if you ended up never reading the manga or whatever, or manga, however you pronounce it, I don't want to upset people. But if you never ended up reading that, I probably wouldn't have done this. But I had something I thought spoiled to me, but I guess I didn't. I guess the guy was screwing around. There was a tweet from Toonami that the tweet didn't spoil it, but someone put a reply that made it seem like. Well, I guess we could say it now because they already confirmed that everybody in UA passed the exam, or the first exam, at least the first test. So I thought the tweet made it seem like, oh man, I don't think.
What did the guy say?
I can't remember exactly what he said because I tried to get away from it quick. I was like, oh no, because usually I don't.
Burns.
Yeah, I don't usually click on to see replies, and I shouldn't have because the tweet itself was My Hero related, but it wasn't about an episode. You can probably look it up. It was on Toonami. It was about like, hey everybody who's going back to school this month or whatever, because people are going back to school or whatever. So it was related to that, and they had a picture of My Hero Academia. And I clicked on it, and they said something like they made it seem like Deku and some of the other guys weren't passing or whatever. So okay. I don't know. So I was confused there. So I was like, no. And something like that happened before where I kind of got spoiled with the All Might stuff in episode 11.
And again, to rephrase everyone, none of this is spoilers because as we see in this episode, at least the first round, people pass the first round. We'll get to that.
The first round. At
the end of this. So that's kind of our shenanigans before the shenanigans.
Yeah.
Should we get to the actual shenanigans?
Yes. Okay. All right. So this episode starts off with, of course, a recap.
Which I just kind of want to say, I love these episodes, but sometimes the recap, it feels a little too long. Like, sometimes they'll do it really well, or it takes like 20 seconds, and they'll like really quickly say what happened. And other times, like here, I'm looking at his name right now, Yoshindo, his quirk Vibrate. Mm-hmm. Not a big fan of this guy. I don't think Gore is either.
No.
They use him as sort of a way to recap the first episode by saying like, yeah, my quirk disrupted everyone, and that maybe hurt us in the long run, but we're okay now because we're all still here. And
and people are using their abilities to because they're rushing to get their own passing points, I guess.
Which they already drove home the previous episode, so it kind of annoyed me that I said it in my reaction too. Like, it kind of annoys me that they're doing it again when they took time the last episode to do it. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, he's an annoying character too because he's just talking shit pretty much. He's just like, hey, I screwed up, guys. Sure, but watch, we're gonna do this. All right, I have my quirk, separate all the UA students. But we're gonna take all these other guys down. But they never show them. They never show us them taking the guys down. I guess they just pass. So
they do technically because they show. I'm looking at another still image where they kind of pounce on these two that are like walking away, and they're like, "Sorry, but we're doing this to you," and then we just assume they pass, I guess. So
okay. I hate it.
But yeah,
I hate that guy. I do like the turtle girl though.
Turtle girl, yeah, she can suck herself into her body, which is strange.
It's very strange.
And now we actually get to the actual new stuff of the episode, or at least relatively new. We get Bakugo and Denki Kaminari. They're trying to free Kirishima, who's turned into a meatball because the guy's quirk is meatball.
Meatball, so we can just call him Meatball
name. That's a great name for the quirk, honestly.
Yeah, it is a good name.
And basically, this guy kind of recap slightly like, I respect your school, and I'm glad we're rivals and stuff. This should be fun.
Yeah.
And,
I'm the best. Again, another character that just talks shit. Even when he's like, he gets the upper hand at one point, he's just like, "That's right, you weren't paying attention. I put a piece of my skin under the bridge, and
I sent it underneath."
Yeah, and if I was either Bakugo or Denki, I would have been like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, well, Bakugo is like, "Just shut up! I'm gonna kill you!" Like repeatedly, and Denki's
shut up.
This is why no one likes you, because you always try to kill people.
I'm glad I'm glad there's characters that react to Bakugo.
No, they
accordingly.
always say like, "Bakugo, you're crazy."
Yeah.
So they're kind of like an analogy for the audience, which is funny.
Yeah, and I will admit, Bakugo actually had a couple good moments in this, which we'll talk about my favorite moment with him later. But here, all right, so they fight the meatball guy, and Bakugo is blowing up his meat.
That just sounds funny. He's just blowing up his meat.
He's blowing up, and the meat guy's shooting his meat everywhere, and
his meat chunks.
Meat chunks. And Bakugo is like, talking. He's talking his Bakugo. He's just. That's what I call it. It's his Bakugo.
I will say they took the brief moment to say he's not using like a full explosion so it doesn't hurt the innocent lumps of meat that are little scattered around the arena.
Don't hurt the meatballs that are on the ground.
Which I thought it was a really funny thing when the guy says, "No, don't worry, they can still feel pain." And, like he steps on him, like he's like squishing him, like what?
Was that before or after Bakugo got turned into one?
I think that was after.
Okay, good, because I think I said that and someone got upset. It was like, "Hey, man, a red-haired guy that turns hard isn't a bad guy." I was just like, yeah, I was saying that for Bakugo.
Technically, he's a good guy too, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, we'll see. Yeah, he needs to start like being a good guy in the future.
So, what I'm really liking is we're 3 seasons in, and every character, more or less in the class, has started to get little moments to shine. Like not like a great spotlight moment, but just little character building things. And we get one here because Bakugo, as Gore mentioned, gets turned into a meatball.
Yes.
By
of course.
By what's the guy's name? Do you know his name?
Meatball.
Can we call him Papa Dan's or not Papa Dan's?
Papa John's.
What's the guy with the ravioli?
Chef Boyardee.
Yeah. We call him Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee.
He serves up Bakugo, turns him into a meatball. And Denki, who's always to this point just been like the guy, he actually gets a moment where he does something really cool, and it shows him getting some new equipment from Mei Hatsume, and basically it's almost like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like he shoots out like a it's like his what do you want to call it, like a dual disc?
Yeah, it's like I guess it was like those things they shoot up in the sky and people shoot them like those like clay discs or whatever. That's what it looks like he's shooting out, which I didn't really get what those were for in relation to his power.
So it's basically like a metal conductor because how he can't aim his lightning anywhere. He put that thing behind him so he could connect it from one point to another and be like somewhat accurate, which is cool.
Which is where I watched the episode twice. I missed it both times. So
that's just what I think. Anyway. I forgot what it said in the manga.
No, that's probably it.
I assume that's what it is. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So yeah, he starts to fight Chef Boyardee and starts shocking him. Like he's like, "Yeah, listen, like I can fight too." And kind of cool moment for Denki, for a guy who's always derped.
He's got electric fingers now, or whatever. Like a finger, he does a finger going. Yeah, he does Cowboy Bebop now. So that's good. But I was surprised they gave him a moment. Now hopefully we get more moments from other people. Hopefully we don't get another Momo one. Not that I don't like Momo. I think Momo has had her.
She's had her perfect arc of like
2 of them.
They did that well. So
yeah. So we need like next time we need. I guess they did. What's his name? The little small guy with the balls.
Kinda, yeah. They gave him a little moment to shine.
Yeah, they gave him a little moment.
We kinda sorta got one for the tape guy, Hantasero. Kinda.
That's true. Yeah, we did.
In this episode at least, but not really. He's still kind of due for one.
Yeah. All right, how about Bubblegum Girl? What's her name?
I won't say what it is, but she gets one eventually in the manga. So
okay. All right,
you guys will like that. That's actually one of my favorite things in the manga. Kirishima still needs one. There's still a few of them.
Well, Kirishima, he's the one that was the ball, right?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, when he starts shooting Shift Warrior D with the lightning, I thought it was really funny how the balls just sort of come back to life. Like,
yeah,
start like bulging back into like their shapes. Yeah. It was hilarious to me.
It was like some horror movie stuff. They're just like forming back together. You can see Bakugo's angry mouth like just form back. I was like, all right.
I love the animation for this show. Like, it's not great. Super detailed, but it's really stylized, and I really like it a lot.
No, it's detailed when it needs to be. That's for sure.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's great. Terrific. So they beat him up, and punch him in the face.
Oh, did you notice? And both 3 times watching when they both get up from being like a meatball, and they're about to go like beat the guy up. That Bakugo like, licks his lips.
Oh yeah.
That was so like funny. He's like, I'm ready to murder this guy, and just licks his lips.
Revenge tastes great to Bakugo.
It's like that was the one moment where I was like, wow, maybe Bakugo is just actually insane.
Yeah,
like,
well, he does, yell, "I'm gonna kill you" about 5 times.
Yeah, but you never take him seriously because he doesn't actually kill anyone. But that moment, he's like,
If the teacher said, like, hey, you can kill one person and we'll be okay with it.
He'd kill Deku. Oh, he'd probably go for Deku.
Actually, he'd probably go after, like, no, he probably killed Deku. I was trying to give him a break, but no, he probably killed Deku.
Oh, or Todoroki. Right? I could see Todoroki.
Oh, yeah, Todoroki, yeah.
He doesn't like him either.
Yeah, he doesn't actually. He's kind of respecting Deku a little bit more now. Also, he might pity Deku a little bit more, so he might actually go after Shoto. But
well, I can't wait to talk about that later.
Yeah,
when we get to the scene.
That's good.
So yeah, they beat him, and what happens next?
All right, then we go back to Deku, Uraraka, and the toilet paper guy. Who's the tape guy? I don't remember.
Oh wait, don't they show briefly Todoroki in the winner's room?
Yes, they do. Oh, that's right. Yeah. And they have that. Yeah, they do briefly talk about that.
And they show Momo and her group kind of show up and like, we made it too.
Yeah, we made it too. That's right. Yeah.
I know it's not a big scene. I just feel like mentioning it.
Yeah, they regroup, I guess, and they're Shoto, you did it. You're here. You don't need a team.
There's still 14 of us that still need to pass or whatever it is, and
yeah.
So, and the sleepy proctor is just announcing like, there's only 20 spots left. Better hurry.
Better hurry. Like, and there's still a bunch that need to pass. So all right. So now we go back to Deku, Uraraka, and toilet paper rolls, which is what I call the tape guy. And well, this is my only problem with the episode. I felt like they've been building up this a little bit with Deku and the other two, with the whole the naked girl and all this stuff from the last couple episodes. The Clayface girl I'm talking about. But they've been building up like, how is Deku and the other two gonna get out of this? And here it's just like, all right, let's do this. All right, they win. It's like, all right, that was quick.
It was at least like kind of a cool plan.
Yeah, it was a cool plan.
The tape guy gave her tape to use, and she like slapped him on boulders, and it was like a fishnet kind of a.
Yeah, it was a good idea, and I do like that moment where Deku goes up with the ball, and the guy's like, "Yo, man, we're like we're third year students. Yeah, this is like our last chance to do this," and Deku's like, "Nah."
Listen, normally any other time I would, but the symbol of peace is kind of trusting me to do well here, so I
thought at first Deku would be like, "All right," or something. I would have been like, "You mother, like you better."
I just thought it was kind of pathetic, like. I don't care if it's your last chance. Don't beg like that. That's kind of like, you're not a hero.
Yeah. You're a zero. He should have said that.
Yeah, you're a hero to zero, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Decky's the zero to hero.
Oh, Zero to Hero. That's my favorite Hercules song. Or is it the other way? Zero to Hero. Yeah. No,
my favorite's one where Phil sings the training. It's just to get like that Danny DeVito, just like really scratchy voice singing. It's great.
Yeah, that's a good one too. That's an underrated movie.
Yeah,
no one likes Hercules. I like that they have like this whole like soul thing about it. And I was like, this is strange. This is strange for Hercules because it's it's Hercules, but it works.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to My Hero.
So then it cuts to brief images of all the classmates, kind of like scrambling. There's a few groups of them. I'm just skimming through, but there's one group that has the Tail Man, Mina, which is Bubblegum Girl, and Mineta kind of running together. And then we get Ida. This is the part where the episode gets really good, in my opinion.
Yeah, it does get good here.
So Ida runs into Aoyama, who's hiding behind a boulder, and he starts telling him, like, I'm the class rep, you know, it's my job to make sure everyone in the class succeeds. And then how does this proceed from there? A lot of things kind of happen at once at this point. Let's see.
I think from here don't we get to see like everybody that passed Deku, Uraraka, and the toilet paper guy and everybody like meet up together again?
I think so. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they have that dance.
Here's the scene that was really, really cool. Do you want to talk about it first, or you go for it first?
Okay, the whole scene, because I only wrote down the dance because that was my favorite part.
You know what happens right after the dance, right?
Is this the part where
this is the part where Bakugo talks to Deku as he's walking by him.
Okay. Yeah. I want the dance. I like the dance. They just show they do a 1A dance.
Let's examine this dance first. They all meet up together and they immediately start joyously dancing and frolicking around that they all passed, which is a very cute moment.
Yeah, aren't they all yelling UA dance or whatever?
Yeah, something like that. I was tempted to use that as my thumbnail, but I don't know why I didn't choose it.
Yeah, it's a good moment. That's a good moment. But they're doing like this dance where they're like hopping back and forth on one foot and then the other foot and stuff while they have their hands up or whatever. I was like, it looks like a, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like a dance you'd see on like a old Saturday morning cartoon when the live action actors show up and say, "Hey kids,
now it's exactly what it is.
Hey kids, get up and do the dance," and then they do this dance for whatever.
It's like the Charlie Brown things when they're on the stage, and it's like shaking their feet and they're like just kind of
they're looking down.
Otherwise,
yeah, and they look like. But it was a funny moment, and then after that, we get a good moment, and I like that even Deku is just like, "Oh, here we go."
He's like, it's been a while since he's teased me. I guess I'm due for it. And it's funny because he's actually like okay with it. Like he's kind of smiling. Like he's like, just let it happen. It's like almost like he likes Bakugo yelling at him,
which is
weird.
What a masochist. But so Deku's standing there. Bakugo shows up. Bakugo's like, "Of course you passed, loser," or whatever he says. I don't know. And then Deku's like, "Oh, here we go. He's gonna berate me some more. Can't wait. I'm excited for this. It's been so long." And then Bakugo just goes, "Well, it makes sense. You know, you got a good quirk. Yeah, and you made it your own.
You made that borrowed power your own."
Yeah. And then he gives him a hug. That was weird.
Yeah.
They
and then
high
he whispers
five.
Something in his ear and walks away. No, that doesn't happen.
I love you, Deku. I've always
imagine if that did.
If he said, "I love you, Deku," and he calls him Deku.
There are some fans out there that like ship them as a couple, and I find it very odd.
Makes sense though.
Yeah, it's very.
It seems like
compatible.
It's like I'm going back to cartoons, but it's like that rivalry you see in like a really bad. Not that this is bad, but it's like a bad animated movie where it's like the man and the woman, they're against each other the entire movie, and then at the end, they love each other. Except this would be good because it makes sense here. They should do it. Ship them. Do it. I dare you.
Anyway,
I dare them. Imagine like Uraraka finally comes out and like, "I love you, Deku," and Deku's like, "Nah, girl." I like that Bakugo.
He's like, I'm into someone else with a more explosive personality.
Yeah.
Anyway, where were we?
Bakugo and Deku have a moment.
So that's when Deku realizes, like, oh man, I messed up because months ago I straight up told Bakugo that someone gave me this power, which, looking back at it, he should probably have been worried about that for a while now. But I guess lots happened since then.
Yeah.
But basically, it's implying to the audience what some people have already known, that Bakugo kind of knows something's up.
Yeah.
And if you remember back on the episode where All Might's like, "It's your turn," and you see Deku crying, and Bakugo just like looks over to him, and he's not like mad. He's not crying himself. I think he knew.
Yeah.
Like that was implied for Deku.
Yes.
So lots of hints.
It's a good moment. I think it would be better with a hug though, but no.
Yeah, we're just like a handshake. Like, good job out there. Like, shake his hand.
Or like he punches him. Like one of those friendly punches you do. on his shoulder. Except he does it, but he can't be friendly, so he does it like for real. Like he actually punches him, even though he meant to be friendly. He like hurts Deku really bad though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Deku's like rushed to the emergency room. Don't worry.
Yeah, pretty much.
They'll just kiss her. He's fine. Get the emergency
Imagine if they
girl.
didn't have Recovery Girl. They'd be in so much trouble.
Yeah,
like kids, their school would be sued. Like, because I wonder if they even tell their kids how much they're being injured. They just send them home like all healed, like so that they'd pretend nothing happened. You know,
you show up all these scars.
He goes home. Dickie goes home to his mom. His arms are just busted. Like he's like, "Hi, mom."
Hi, mom. They pull him in on it with one of those Gerties or whatever they're called.
Remember SpongeBob, the iron butt, where he breaks his butt? He just got like one of those.
Yeah. Bring him in with this giant machine to keep him breathing. Like, oh my god, Deku, you don't look any different. Exactly,
just like All for One, who's got the breathing device.
Yeah, there you go. He's like Bane.
Yeah. Anyway, so all the students, after they dance and Deku has that moment with Bakugo, they go into the room, they briefly chow down on some food, and they're like, oh wait, there's still more people left. Then
we have our classmates. Next. All right, what happens next? All right, so it goes back to Ida and the naval guy who shoots the lasers out of his navel.
Ayuma.
That guy.
You'll get him eventually.
Ayuma? Is that his name?
Yep, Ayuma.
I feel like he needs to have like a more loser name, you know? Because
his hero name is I Cannot Stop Twinkling, so that's pretty much a loser name.
All right, I call him Twinkle Guy. It's a Twinkle Guy. All right, so this is a good moment, and it's another really good moment for a smaller member of the cast, I guess, of characters. So all right, Ida and Naval Guy, they're trying to get out of there. It's a freaking war zone. Everything's exploding, and they're like, "Oh God!"
It's like Saving Private Ryan. There's like a guy looking for his arm, like on the ground.
He's a guy trying to pull his guts back in. Like Jesus. No, don't worry.
I wonder what do you think the darkest this show has gone in terms of like pushing like a PG-13 like feel?
I would say probably when One for All showed up, and he's just destroying the city, and people were like, I mean, there was no, actually no Meatball. I mean, Meatball's just disturbing looking.
That, or it could be like Stain, where he's like cutting them and like licking the blood.
You're right. Yeah,
like,
it's Stain. You're right.
Maybe.
Stain. I mean, Stain just looks horrifying. He looks like he would be I don't know.
A face only a mother could love. Like his nose is gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he doesn't have a nose. I didn't even...
Makes you wonder how he discovered that quirk. Like.
The blood.
Yeah, like how would you know like licking someone else's blood like paralyzes them?
I don't know. Maybe he just had a nosebleed and he just paralyzed himself.
What happened to me?
Come on!
What great power I have!
Come on!
Like how have you ever seen Attack on Titan?
Yes, I've seen the first season.
The guy like bites his thumb to activate the Titan form. Like he bites himself to lick his blood and paralyze himself. Like.
He just turns into a paralyzed husk.
Oh my gosh!
That won't save the wall or the hell that movie the show's about.
Yeah,
I still need to watch the second season. But anyway, all right. So we have Ida and the naval guy or Twinkles, and they're going through the war zone. And there's a point where I guess Ida's just like, no, we can't give up or whatever. But Naval Guy's like, no, leave me. Sacrifice me. And then he shoots up his laser into the sky, wanting them to... Wait, yeah, and then he wants to do that to sacrifice himself so everybody focuses on him so he didn't get out. But it doesn't really work out that way. It actually works better because then everybody, the entire rest of the 1A class shows up to help them out, and they all succeed and they all win. And Naval Guy has his moment to shine because he shot into he shot into the sky, and everybody came. Like he's like, I don't know, is that like a hero moment? I was gonna say, isn't that like a biblical thing?
Kinda, I guess.
Yeah, man. He's like Jesus. He's beautiful.
I will say this is probably my favorite part of the first like test, because you know how at the very beginning we were kind of hoping to see all the classmates fight together as one. Mm-hmm. This moment you actually kind of got that a lot. Like they're tagging people left and right. They show up one by one and have like a cool introduction like moment of just like the guy like there's the first thing that happens. All the pigeons start flying in. The birds are coming.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, whose quirk is this? I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Imagine all the birds start shitting on everyone. Like that
would have been great. That would have been great. They should have did that.
Whoo.
And if someone's like quirk was that they could turn shit into balls, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. They would have won right there.
Yeah,
easy.
That would be what else happens. Minetta's throwing so many balls that his head's just bleeding everywhere. And, just things like that. And
the bubblegum girl's using her bubblegum acid everywhere, and it's a good moment. What's his name? The guy that has the diabetes power. He's using his power to fight.
Yeah.
It's a good moment. It is a good moment. I would have liked to see more of that, though. I will say that. But it was a good moment.
As someone who just watched the sub, how does Mr. Aizawa compare? Because he had so many funny moments in the English version. Are they even remotely as funny in the Japanese one?
Well, he has you know that he has a more, like, he's already kind of quiet, obviously, he talks like this or whatever.
Because he was so funny when he was talking to Miss Joke in this episode. He had so many funny, like, quick moments. It was great.
It was good. I actually like the girl that voices Miss Joke because she does a great job of doing the same kind of like bubbly personality thing.
Yeah.
But his is a little bit more stern, if you can even imagine that. So it works. It was still funny. I would say the dub is a little bit better, only because you don't need to. You could watch the visuals and also just listen without having to look down and read what he says. So it just works better if you just know the language more. So if you know Japanese, then obviously it works better for you because the voice acting is on par. So
yeah. Last moment of that sort of fight, there's only 2 spots left, and Ayuma and Ida are both running, and they both tag their last guy.
Yeah.
And there's a moment where they're floating in the air, and the dub, it's so funny. He's like, you're right, I will never stop twinkling. And Ida's like, yes, whatever that means.
Whatever that means, yeah. Actually, I could be wrong, but I think in the sub, I could be wrong, but I don't know if he says that exactly. In the dub, he definitely says that because I thought that was funny while watching it.
It was so funny.
I can't remember. I might have just missed it because, there was a lot going on in the sub. But I do a pretty good job of paying attention to what they're saying, though. But when there's a lot of really cool visuals going on, I'm like, whoa! And then I might miss one line.
My only knock against sub is I just like to kind of watch like what's going on. That's the only reason, really.
And it's not really a problem for anybody else that's not doing a reaction thing, but because they can just go back if they miss something. But we can't really do that with the reaction. I guess we could technically, but we don't. So,
and then
I like that.
I think it pretty much ends on that note. It ends with Aizawa and Miss Joke talking. But did you catch the post-credit scene?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I watch all the way until the end. Usually because I know there's post-credit scenes. Also, I just talk about stuff anyway. So, yes, the post-credit scene was pretty great. Okay, so everybody's in the I guess the waiting hall or whatever, waiting for what's next, and everybody's excited.
The guy's talking to Shaggy like he's a big rug. Like
I
don't know I forgot what his power is. I can't remember what it was in the manga. That's funny. It just looks like it's just a big old walking like Chewbacca.
Yeah, cousin It from Adam Family. Or Chewbacca, either one. Yeah. So they're talking. They got the whirlwind guy there, and everybody's there. Everybody's hyped for the next thing, I guess. And then what do you call it? Sleepy Proctor. He says, "Hey guys, watch this. Just look at the screen." And beep. You go beep, boom. It explodes everything that they were just.
The whole area you're just fighting in. Watch me blow it up.
You know what I immediately thought? I thought everybody was still in there, like regrouping or whatever, and they just blew up people. I was like,
"Whoa!"
Oh
my gosh. You know what would be hilarious?
if
you remember back in that episode with the harem of girls and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're still there.
There's that girl with the slingshot who's just on the roof somewhere. Like she's like waiting for her friend still, and all of a sudden,
guys, I'm
blowing up around her,
waiting for orders. Boom! No one will even know because no one will remember.
Sleep Rock just committed murder, and he's
Sleep Proctor don't care. He needs sleep.
Yeah,
you don't need these people lives. But that was a great moment because I was just like, oh, good. He just blew up everybody.
At least they do it that way though. It's kind of cool, like because their next task they were told is to rescue people from those like rubble and fallen buildings and stuff.
Yeah, so. And I was like, okay, so there were just people there because I didn't understand that. I will say
you'll probably see what happens next, but
you will see what happens next. But I thought that was a really funny and kind of disturbing way to end it, just because in my brain I always go to the most disturbing aspect of anything. Like, oh my god, did they just blow up people? Were they people in those buildings? And they said screw it.
I mean, this episode had it all. It had meatball, like just turning people into little shards of chunks of flesh. And
people got
things getting blown up, and
people got taped against
birds shitting on people.
Yeah, shit. No one likes shit. So it's tape. That sucks.
We offer the greatest analysis to the show on the internet.
Someone might as well have begged for their life to Deku. Please no. God no.
Yeah. Imagine like he just snaps his neck. Like, no.
No. He just kills him for no reason. Wait, what are you doing?
Hero.
You're no hero. Stomps his face in. Jesus. Deku, no.
I mean, if you think about it, who would be able to stop him? Like Mr. Aizawa, maybe.
Yeah.
That's about it, though.
But he might be proud of him. I don't know.
if he wanted to, Deku could go rogue and like take out all the students there.
He could, I guess.
He has to play by the system because of the ball thing. But I mean, if it was just like a fight, I think he would do really well.
Yeah, you know what? Bakugo might be like, all right. I don't know. He might be a secret maniac. So, well, not he's not keeping a very well hidden secret if that's true. But
yeah. This is a really good episode.
It is a really good episode.
Obviously, you've watched the two ahead of it, but previous to this one, I'd say this is the best one since they've entered this contest thing.
Yeah. And I mean, don't get too used to seeing some of these characters because no, they don't live for too long. But
they're all gone.
Yeah, they're all gone. I like fake spoilers. I like screwing with people. Ooh, yeah. Next episode, Deku loses an arm. Sorry. Oh, it's horrible. It's so bloody. It's like 127 hours. It's horrible. No one saw that movie. Look up arm scene. There you go. Have fun. Don't do that. All right. So next episode, it's gonna be a good one. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm just kidding. I've seen it.
Yeah, you did.
But I can't tell you if it's good or not. And you've read the manga, so.
Yep.
So that is our shenanigans for this week, I guess.
Yeah. And this is also Talking with Gazelle Gore edition.
Yes. So I hope you enjoyed that. The movie, by the way, I got my tickets.
I still need to get mine. I'm waiting for a good theater near me to get it because there's only one that has it, and it's not a very high quality theater, and I don't want to like wait in line. I'm gonna be really picky and just wait for like a reserved seating one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you should. No, you should. Because I didn't get reserved seating, so I'm already like kind of dreading it because I went to that Dragon Ball Z movie.
I mean, nothing will be as bad as my experience waiting like 8 hours to see the movie at Anime Expo. Not that there's a lot of cool cosplayers and stuff there, but man, it was a long wait.
Yeah,
so I'm okay with avoiding waiting anywhere again for that movie. I'm still really excited to see it though.
Yeah, I'm excited. You should be okay because my theater's still.
Are you going to see it in dub or sub?
No, I want to see it in dub.
Okay.
Sorry, no offense, but just to all the sub people, but I need to see it in dub because I've watched the last, I guess, 10 episodes at this point in sub, but I've watched most of it in dub. And my friend actually really likes the dub, so that's good. So he's all right with watching it in dub. So
I think they're both like honestly, obviously when I went to the premiere, they had it in sub, and I thought it was fantastic. I loved it. Especially the villain. I won't spoil what happens, but like the villain is great. He sounds amazing in Japanese. So. Okay. I think that's gonna be like the one character that'll sound worse in English, just because he was so good in Japanese. Okay. That's my guess. But
yeah, what is he like? Is he deep sounding?
Yeah, he's got like a really cool, deep, almost like an alien voice. But I wonder if that's just like effects from what they added. But it was really really cool.
They should get Tara Strong. She'll do it. She can do it.
Sounds like Bubbles.
It sounds like that Pinkie Pie or whatever the hell she plays in that little pony show.
Oh yeah.
I only know that because every time I see
bronies out there.
Yeah, all you bronies. But every time I look up Tara Strong, that's her first role. I'm like, all right. Because when Samurai Jack was airing, I would always like, oh, let's see what she's doing. Because I don't know if you know, Tara Strong, hot. Just want to say right there.
She's up there.
Oh man. It's not fair. But all right. So anyway. There you go. I just want to drop the My Hero movie ticket thing real quick.
Yeah, make sure to go get it. Tickets are available.
Yes.
Check your local listings, I guess.
Yeah, or online, either one.
Yeah, or just pirate it. You're lazy.
Yeah, screw it. Who cares? What are they gonna do about it? Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they should have put it in theaters more than 5 days, if you ask me. But give it like 2 weeks. I don't know. I feel like enough people will see it. Honestly.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be like the Dragon Ball movies where they said 2 days and then they're like, screw it, just put it for the whole week.
Just a side note, I think My Hero is the first anime in a long time. It's actually more popular in America than it is Japan.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think so. Based on like the Shonen Jump rankings and stuff, it's actually really interesting. Which makes sense though, because if there's ever one anime to be more popular here, it'd be because it's so like superhero centric and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And the Japanese aren't really big on the superheroes like we are. I mean, they are obviously, but they don't milk them for cash like we do. Exactly, they have their own superheroes. You know, like Panty Man. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah, and the Monkey King.
Yeah, the Monkey King. He's pretty much a superhero. But the Panty Man, he just wears like I don't know if that's actually his name, but he wears panties over his face and like fights.
Isn't that Captain Underpants?
Yeah, it is. They kind of ripped it off, actually. So it's
a Chinese knockoff of Captain Underpants.
Except he wears panties on his face too. Captain Underpants wears them where they're supposed to be, but it's kind of the same thing though. He just fights crime. So you know what? Yeah. Sorry, and you know what? I should say that might be a Chinese movie. I'm not sure. I never watched it, and I just saw a picture of it, and I was just like, that looks Japanese. It looks very Japanese. Yeah, I'm racist. I'm sorry. I didn't do my research, and I'm racist. I'm lazy.
And I'm a white guy, so I'm automatically on the wrong side of the argument.
Yeah, I'm white too, so word up.
Yeah.
Word up. So anyway, there you go.
And I'm not a woman, so
that's true.
Like a double
I don't wear panties, at least not that you know of.
But, well, don't speak for both of us.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But all right, there you go. That's it. No more panties.
Yep, that's our recap of life.
Of life. Wear your panties just in secret. Actually, just wear them on your head.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah. All right.
That's it.
Until next time, this has been Mighty Gazelle.
Yeah, I'm Gore.
You should say "Have a mighty day." That'd be funny.
Oh my God! You should have a mighty day, guys. should totally do that. And I don't have a catchphrase. Bye.